Hey, what's up, family? Today I want to talk to you about illusions within illusions, stories within stories. Because as you're aware, this matrix system is illusions. But you have to go beyond this, because we all focus so much and become aware that this matrix, this earth environment, is a matrix system of illusions. But you're forgetting the fact that everything is an illusion. Everything is an illusion. The universe is an illusion. Everything is an illusion. Entirely. I mean, literally, everything is an illusion. Even this ascension thing is an illusion in itself. Everything is an illusion because everything is an experience. One of the main things I wrote down here is illusions within illusions, stories within stories. The reason for the illusion: to learn how the elements of creation work, and it's just like a holodeck from Star Trek. On Star Trek, you go and experience whatever you can't go experience, right? And it's just like multidimensional traveling. It's just like traveling through dimensions to experience and learn different things, different cultures, so on and so forth. It's multidimensional traveling is our personal holodeck, and you live in a holodeck to experience until it's done. But you can also go and travel to different holodecks and experience those elements as well. So illusions within illusions, stories within stories, because right now we are in a story. We are living a story. We are creating stories, just like we make videos. These videos are movies. They're TV shows, TV series. They are created stories, right? So like I said, there is no right or wrong. Things are not made to make sense. This is why your truth is you, and nobody else's truth is nothing except for hints and tips and what you need to remember and self-discovery. So I made this video to just make you aware that there are illusions beyond illusions. Just like the whole concept of, we got Orion. There's beings that live there, right? We got Sirius. There's beings that live there. Still illusions. Still illusions. But you also have to be, even though you're aware that everything's an illusion, you still have to play the story. You have to play the story out until the story ends. So all this stuff is real because we are experiencing the story right now. Okay? We are experiencing the story right now. But you need to become aware that everything is an illusion. Everything. So then you can get out of this story. Because once the story ends, it's a deciding factor in where your consciousness is going afterwards. Okay? Because no matter what, you are the Alpha and the Omega. As soon as your consciousness gives birth to perception, gives birth to a physical form, just like an embryo, as soon as that embryo is created, your consciousness is in a form. Okay? And once you're in a form, you have to experience this until the end. So we are the Alpha and the Omega. There's so many hidden messages that tell you this in the Bible of what you are, but it's just stories over it, right? It's just like truth and then story, 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 and then truth and then story, 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 story. So it's stories over stories over stories over stories. So just remember that there's illusions within illusions within illusions. And I'll talk about um, more on illusions in the next video, because it's to make you more aware of how you need to expand out of this illusion, and becoming aware of it. Just because everything's an illusion, you have to expand upon that, continuing to expand. Because if you're wanting to grow in a higher state of consciousness, you have to be willing to explore all possibilities, because their possibilities are endless, because we create all the possibilities. Endless possibilities. I'll talk about it in other videos as well, about double gamers. Endless possibilities. I mean, seriously, everything is just uncanny, and people still fall into the fact of, I'm in a human form and this is it. Okay. Oh, we need to focus on just the human form because this is what we're experiencing now. And it's whatever your truth is, but you are consciousness, and you wanted to expand in consciousness, not expand in this human form and expand in the mind, right? Because the mind is not consciousness. The mind is not consciousness. The mind is made to learn and grow in this holodeck matrix structure of illusions. That's what the mind's for. But it's not the consciousness. It's not your light being. It's not your soul. It's totally different. Totally different. Because once you leave this body, the mind is gone with it. Just like I said, lose your identity. Because once you leave this body, you don't have an identity again until you go into another physical form. And then you have an identity again. So it's just becoming aware of all of these elements. I think I'll go ahead and end it on that. So just remember, there's illusions within illusions. The matrix system is this whole universe. This whole universe is an illusion. Everything is an illusion, okay? And you are the key player in this whole illusion. Stories within stories. You are playing in a story right now, and we have to go through it until the end. Okay? Alpha and the Omega. So remember that. We are the Alpha and the Omega. The beginning and the end. So remember that. I'll leave it at that. Meditate on it and become aware of this. Very important to become aware of all the illusions that we're playing with. And just like I said in the previous video, matter does matter. Everything is matter. Everything is matter. So remember, you're the key in all this. Everything is an illusion. Become aware of this and break out of this. Break out of this. Something to think about and be aware of. Your Creation 13. I love y'all very much. Make sure you remember and become aware that everything's an illusion, okay? Everything's an illusion. I'll talk to you in a little bit. Namaste.